Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today we're going to have a really super fun read on any spirit messages that want to come through, and I'm going to be using some very interesting, fun, and beautiful new oracle cards. I'm using Lucy Cavendish, who's one of my favorite oracles of Shadow and Light. The artwork is spectacular. So beautiful. They're so fun and the messages are wonderful. I'm also going to be using the new Oracle of Mystical Moments. Look at that. Katrin Weldstein. Beautiful. These cards blow my mind and the messages are lovely. So I'll also, in the comments down below, I'll put the name of the two decks just in case you forget, because what happens is later I get comments, what were those decks? And if it's like last week's video and I have to go and check everything out, it's very time consuming. So I'm going to do my absolute best to always put in the comments right after I post the decks that I use, because I know a lot of you guys are also readers or you're interested in reading tarot and oracle yourselves. So I'll put anything that I absolutely love or what I think is lacking in the decks for you as well. And at the end of this, what I do is a quick flip through so you can see some of the artwork because it really is devastatingly gorgeous. I love this. So we're going to have three choices today. We have the Lantern Fairy, a clear solution. We have Fairy of the Green Witch, a natural world needs you. And then we have Dress of Alchemy, release your power. Well, I'm very excited. All right, let's see what's going on. I want everything shiny and nice for you. And again, you guys, thank you so much for your beautiful comments and all your contributions in every way, shape, or form. How you come over to Instagram, which is Sparkrist11, and we chat over there. And you guys ask me about crystals, and we have great conversations. Thank you for, entering my contests over there and everything. I really appreciate everybody participating. It's so much fun. It's like, I know other light workers get very excited when we want to share new messages, and we're inspired to make these videos, which I absolutely am every day for you guys. I know it's important to start the day off with a positive message to reinforce the fact that, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and it isn't always easy. There's huge peaks and very low valleys and extremes and everything. And sometimes we wonder, how am I going to kind of recalibrate when we're having a bad day? And one of the things that I've noticed is that I start the day, because I know first thing in the morning we open our eyes, we can feel those aches and pains, we can feel a little off, unwell, congested. Right then is the decision we're making, how we're going to steer our ship through the day. We say, thank you for letting me wake up, universe. This is going to be a great day. I'm going to meet spectacular people. I'm going to create something that wasn't here. I'm going to raise the vibration of my family, animals, and other people around me. Be determined to be happy. That's it. I mean, we make a solid choice every day, whether we're smiling. And I force myself to smile when I'm in my car, because that's my least favorite place in traffic and stuff and other people aggression. I put on my favorite readers and I smile and I start to feel good and I feel my body relax, right? It's a conscious choice. So be conscious to feel good. And also when you're listening, pull yourself back in and really listening. As you're listening to me right now, how many things are you doing besides this? How much multitasking? Are you making coffee? Do you have the TV on? Are you brushing your hair? Are you doing a million things? You can do that, but you can also be focused on the words. I have to pull myself back too, because sometimes we get accustomed to voices and we can just kind of drone them out, right? So it's like really being focused on what you're eating, what you're hearing, what you're experiencing in a very beautiful multifaceted way. Okay, so you're gonna love these messages. They're very beautiful. I'm so excited. Okay, we're gonna start with number one, the Lantern Fairy. And I'm gonna take a deep breath right before we start. You guys get your coffee, get comfortable. This is gonna be so good. Deep breath. I always notice that if I pause a little bit before I start reading, then I start to feel a little bit calmer. So let me just get the page for this. This is the Lantern Fairy. Okay, so the message in this is a way through a life challenge will present itself to you right now. So if you're feeling a challenge, in a way, we're going to find out where this challenge is coming from. I'm going to pull a tarot card on this, and we're going to see what house that falls in, whether it's your, thought and reason, whether it's emotional, whether it's love, whatever it is. We're going to pull a tarot, and then we'll find out what this is the answer actually to. It's a fun way to do this. So a way through a life challenge is going to present itself. Stubborn thinking can be changed. Old patterns can be removed little by little. we really need to trust. Old shielding against certain energy needs to be replaced and reworked, as it no longer is in line with what you wish for, and in fact may be proving to be a barrier, which is keeping you isolated instead of protected. So trust where the light leads you. Go where you feel true love, kindness, and freedom. Avoid everything that comes from anger, hatred, judgment, blame, and ridicule. As soon as you feel those feelings and words pop in your head, say stop. We can identify a negative word very quickly. And guess what? It's contagious. And our mind and our brain does not really care what we tell it, but it starts to believe and it starts to follow suit. We start to physically feel what we're speaking about, right? If we're like, I'm so excited, this is going to be so excellent, we feel pumped, we feel good, we feel adrenalized. If we're like, I'm so tired, I don't feel good, and we keep saying that and voicing that, we'll feel ourselves get heavier and not feel good. So change that dialogue. Absolutely say out loud, I feel so good. Say that like 5 times. Comment down below that you said, I feel so good, I feel so good, I feel so good. You say it 5 times and then all of a sudden your brain is like, wow, I feel so good. I am serious. It is one of the oldest psychological tricks. Our mind believes what we tell it. So tell it stuff good and tell it out loud while you're smiling, and then bring yourself up. So let's see where this challenge was going to. I just split the deck right here. This is with the 4 of Wands. Okay, beautiful. So if we're thinking about, where does our passion lie, right? Where are we trying to focus right now to get some results? I absolutely love, I love Wands because it's like, all right, where's our passion? And 4s can be about compassion, right? And this is looking out over the future, having compassion for where we're going, what we're doing, knowing that everything is going to be all right, not being judgmental or critical of ourselves or others. That takes so much time, that takes so much effort, and it doesn't do anything but embroil us in heavy, destructive patterns, right? Use your intuition to go, how does my body feel right now? If it feels craptacular, it's because I'm thinking craptacular thoughts, right? We're not in competition with other people. We're not trying to go full hog and burn ourselves into the ground. Use your memory to think, what is the last thing I did that lifted me, made me feel good, and reach for more of that. Be very receptive for all the beauty and richness that's around you, right? Use your imagination to create a beautiful world. Be like Willy Wonka, you know what I mean? Pretend you're in that friggin' chocolate factory and it's like all that stuff. Think of all the characters in there, right? We had greedy people, we had impatient people. All those people got what was coming to them because that was their world, that was their imagination. Where poor Charlie, he just was like stoked to be there, right? It's that thing. Our mind is our chocolate factory. What do we want to make there? And the Lantern Fairy is going to lead the way. Next, we're going to be using the unbelievable, gorgeous Oracle of Mystical Moments to clarify on this. So we have Oh Sunny Day. This artwork is really spectacular. If you guys want to come through down to the end, at the end of this, I'm going to do a quick flip through of these because I was just blown away by everything in there. I was like, oh, the richness of the cards, so beautiful. So let's see what is going on. I just want to read from there. Okay, so Oh Sunny Day says, a woman with a dainty umbrella sits on a red mushroom and watches the sunrise over the horizon. How nice it is to welcome a new day, especially with 3 little talismans of good luck. The ladybug, embrace the new beginnings. Let us forget yesterday's worries and regrets. Don't allow the past to linger into today. All of the moments in this day are brand new. You have never seen before, and you're not going to see anything since. You have the power to make good things happen. You can make today your lucky day. Absolutely 100%. Whenever I open my eyes, I immediately think of good thoughts. What do I have to look forward to? I'm going to have a scrumptious cup of coffee. I get to pet and feed all my animals. I get to take it easy. I get to breathe. And when isn't a best time to do that but a Saturday or Sunday as well, right? Just really drink in the day and all the beauty in it. Don't rush. Don't overpack your schedule, your day. Allow for things to happen in a really beautiful and natural way. So now we're going to go on to 34, which is Abracadabra. I might have to look that up in the book if I don't have it. Okay, I do. So this is about magic and secret patterns and destiny. So rising from a kingdom. I love this artwork so much. Look at this. Oh, rising from the kingdom of skyscrapers, a giant woman glows in the cityscape. She is so tall she can touch stars all around her. With her magic wand, she coaxes the future from the constellations. There is such order in the universe in the golden ratio of the nautilus shell or patterns in the starry night. We can unlock the secrets of the universe. We are all magicians in our own lives, right? This is how we view things, the universe, our perspective. This card is huge on that. When we think of things, just looking at this deck got me into such a wonderful headspace, because something that I'm very grateful for in my life and the world in general is beautiful art. It is transportive. It is soothing. It is wonderful. It's expansive. It gives me ideas for everything, for flower arrangements, for jewelry, for furniture, for placement of things, for spatial awareness, all of these things. So when we drink in all the beauty around us and we let it comfort us, and we become in awe of it, and we get these flights of fancy that are just dancing through our head. We start to feel creative, light, and lovely, right? So it's saying, remember this when you're having that Four of Wands moment and you're looking out, what makes me passionate, what makes me happy? Really draw and drink in all this richness around you, and know that more is coming. There's more beauty, there's more magic all the time. So those are your messages, group one. Beautiful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you need a private read. I love that. I love mushrooms. Comment down below if you're mushroom crazy. Absolutely crazy. If you guys are into some of this artwork, Lucy Cavendish has several decks. I think she has she has 6 that I know of, but she probably has much more. Just 6 that I've recently seen. So yeah, her stuff is beautiful. So again, if you want to visit my Etsy store that has all my handcrafted jewelry and stones, my Patreon channel, my everything's down there. Instagram, Sparklist11. Come see me. I do daily posts and stuff over there, and I'm going to start doing some live readings over there, and I'm hopefully going to be able to do one this weekend. I'm already making plans and carving out time for that. So great energy, group one. I love that for you. I have to breathe. Sometimes I get messages so fast that I run out of breath when I'm not even talking, so I don't even know how that happens. It's rather interesting. So next we have the fairy of the green world. The natural world sees you. Oh, I love that. All right, let me just get this. Okay, so the divination message with this is, take time to grow plants or tend a vegetable patch or herb garden. Look into contributing some money or time or devotion to a cause for the green world, for natural forests, for the wide green spaces of the planet. Definitely need healing, kind, and tending hands and hearts right now. So your influence will have great power. Make a donation to a wildlife foundation for the green world. Look into establishing a grove or visiting a forest. Offer your energetic support and prayers for a world where green spaces thrive and wild creatures and greenwoods continue to live in their own environment. Really see and visualize a world where green things are growing. That helps me relax a lot, right? Be more self-sustaining and step away from the unnatural system and join with the natural energies of the planet and the galaxy. I also feel like it's a good message to derive the peace and serenity of just being outside. It's so grounding. It's so enhancing for our peace of mind. And I feel like when you step outside, wind is very, very cleansing. If you step outside on a really windy day, it's like your troubles and your heaviness is just blown away. It's such a lovely feeling, right? Have you ever just been in the house maybe an hour or two too long and you start to feel stagnant and unmotivated by things, and all of a sudden you step outside and you're like, oh, you can breathe again, right? So that's why nature is available to us for sure. So I'm going to read these messages that come, and then I'm going to pull a tarot that says what they may be pertaining to. Okay, so first we have keys on trees. Look at this artwork. Is this stunning? So keys on trees, put it right there where you can see it. Says, on the top of a winding shiny metal tower, there's an elephant that is captured in a cage. A vast jungle of giant trees and plants surround him. But the elephant is not distressed. There are keys hanging from trees, and if he picks one, he can open his cage and release himself into the wild. No situation is too complicated to be solved. Look in unexpected places for answers. You have the creativity to find the way out. Our mind is literally a labyrinth that can create wonderful outcomes or really insane ones, because it is our choice where we put our focus. Do we want to put our focus on some miserable scenario that we went through years ago? And our brain will do that. Our ego will trick us, and we will time jump all over the place to miserable experiences, and we'll start to feel low. It'll give us anxiety. There's a way to control that with intentioned focus. Look wherever you are on the most beautiful thing that you can focus on, and then think more and more beautiful. Like, I'm looking at a gold cat ring holder right now, and then I think of other things from that, my cats, and then I think of beautiful twinkling gold sunsets, all of that. When we focus on things that are beautiful, spiritual, expansion, all of that, that's where our focus and all our thoughts tend to go to, right? Because they're very contagious. It's like one of those things, if you bang yourself and it hurts, and then you're like, oh my God, you start focusing on that, and then you tend to hit yourself again or drop something because you're on that, where you're catastrophizing everything. So it's very easy to autocorrect it. Like this elephant is saying, he knows this elephant. I'm making up my own words. I'm like shorthanding in words now. I'm like, yeah, this this elephant, he knows there's keys there. So he knows there's solutions. And it reminds us, sometimes it's really unexpected places we truly do find answers. For me, it's usually when I stare like up at the sky, at the clouds, over water, or at fire. The elements are extremely helpful for us to ground out, have focus, tap into those beautiful natural elements, and help us problem solve, right? So you also have night ride. Look how sweet this is. I love that so much. So let me see what it says in the book about that. So this is about protector, wonder in the night, big brother, and friendship. An elephant transports 2 owls on his back, a mother with her young bird child. The young owls will, what does that say? Oh, she folds her wings over the young owl's head. The elephant rides through the night, blowing stars up into the sky with his trunk. Connected with magic and wonder, the elephant is a protector, a strong shoulder to lean on in all times. Even during dark times, you can feel safe and secure by him. So this is also a reminder. I'm going to pull a tarot card. That we always have people in our family. We always have people around. Look, you have the Ace of Cups. I just splitting the deck to see what this pertains to. Again, this is about emotions and relationships. You're going to have a very strong protector and love force coming in. Someone where you feel safe, you feel secure. You know that they don't harbor any kind of ill will. They're not someone who's trying to scam or cheat you. This is a true course of love. This is a divinely guided love. You can trust it. You can lean on them. It's a safe journey you're about to take. And this can also be, because there's so much magic and wonder in new relationships, right? There's like these little funny tidbits and nuggets of information and personality traits that keep unfolding in front of us. It's wonderful, right? It's like unfolding a map and then seeing other countries and other towns and other cities, and there's someone who's going to help us when times get heavy, and give us a shoulder to lean on and show us love. So you definitely do have a form of a kindred spirit or a soulmate connection coming in that is going to be very protective and very loving for you. So I love that energy for you, group 2. Wow. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. This deck is the first time I've used it. It's absolutely mind-blowingly beautiful. The artwork is so surreal and dreamy. I love it. So all my links are down below as well, you guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you need a private read, if you want to go to my Etsy store and see any of my goodies that are made, everything is completely down there. Come see me on my Instagram at Sparkwist11. Every single day I post. I think it's something like over 5,000 posts. A lot of it is tarot inspired, oracle cards, spiritual, funny memes, all these fun things. And I constantly am asking people, DM me if you're having an issue or a question. I'm more than happy to help you answer it. I don't give out reads over there, because I have had some young people that misunderstood that, and they started telling me what they wanted in a reading. It's not for that. It's for if you're having a crisis in something, and I feel that a problem shared is a problem and a burden that's released, stuff like that. So I am absolutely excited to have all these new decks to use. So I'm stoked. So love and light to group 2. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Get in nature. I feel like the green is calling you. So now we have Dress of Alchemy. Oh, I'm so excited to see what that's about. So this is saying You have powerful energy when this beautiful being shows up in your readings. You have a strong, powerful, vibrant energy that changes lives. And with that comes great responsibility. Some people may be eroding their own energy fields with blame, discontent, and choosing the same destructive patterns over and over again. When this being walks in, she shows that it is possible to change deeply and truly and become clear, bright, strong, and healthy, and very powerful in terms of your energy. She understands the responsibility and has worked consistently with great earnestness to be able to create. Oops, I'm trying to find the second part of this. It's obviously just to create. I feel like it's going to say something like purified. Let me just take a deep breath. Yeah, it's to create purified energy. I already feel like this. I feel a kinship with this card because in order for me to do what I do personally every day and to spread messages of light and positivity and try to bring people up, I have to be in a great clear headspace because there's a huge power of contagion through somebody else's voice, through somebody else's words. So why would you ever try to lower the vibration? Why would you ever try to insult or bring your ego into it or project on anybody? It's all about purifying that energy to have great intention and love behind it. People can feel that. It galvanizes and motivates them. And again, it can be destructive. So it's like we really have to be careful because when you release your power, we are more effective than you could ever know. And if you chose this card, you affect people in a really beautiful manner. You raise their vibration. You make them hopeful. You make them feel good. You make them feel inspired. Remember that. No joke. And you've got these two beautiful cards, New Direction and My Dear Friend. So let's see what these are about. Let me get this. So it is 47 and 45. So My Dear Friend, we'll start with that one. This is about lifelong friendship, dependability, and solidarity. So if you get this card, you may recognize a similar scene here with a woman riding on a deer. This time, both the woman and the deer are much older. Time has passed, and these two are still companions. They've passed many seasons together, many sunny joys, many cold sorrows. Their wisdom has grown. Like the graceful antlers the woman holds for comfort. The deer supports her, and she returns a loving touch to her dear friend. I really love this. This speaks of we're always going to have, most of us have had childhood friends that have remained with us, school friends that have lasted, people we could reach out to. Like I could always call Eleni or Jeannie at any given time. If Jeannie has been, my friend since very young age, I think like 7 or 8, our childhood. And even if we go a year or more, it's like when we see each other, it's like the next day. I could tell her anything. She could do anything. In fact, one day when my car was just written off, she was like, oh, here, take this BMW. And I was like, and then I show up to work and people are like, she gave you a BMW you use? I was like, yeah. And to me, it wasn't even, I was so grateful, but to me, it was like, it didn't even shock me because that's her. You know what I mean? When we're in places of crisis or we feel like we need a friend, our spirit guides are going to have like this beautiful sonar out there, and they're going to help us and gather the troops, and they're going to help us heal and grow and make us feel safe, right? You also have New Directions. And right after this, I'm going to pull a tarot, which is going to kind of quantify why these are there. So New Directions is about departure, new perspectives, and goodbyes. So this is saying a dandelion on an airship is traveling through the sky with a top hat as these men are flying away. Somebody jumps out of the basket on a flying dandelion. Okay. And the other men say goodbye and wish him well. This illustrates endings and departures that are necessary to gain new perspectives. It takes courage to change and abandon old habits. But if bold enough, you can fly towards your new dream place and anywhere you want to go, even love. So this is saying trust in your instincts, trust in your intuition. More importantly, this is like the Fool card. Trust in the process. So I definitely feel like we have to look forward to things. And this is what it's pertaining to right now. Work. I feel like some of this is work inspired, and this is where somebody may have an issue. I'm just cutting the deck and pulling one card. So this is saying take a leap of faith. If there is a venue that you want to rent out to try something, if you want to start something on your computer, if you want to start a website, if you want to start a YouTube channel, I feel like a lot of you are healers, intuitives, a lot of other things. You're thinking of venturing out and starting something. Do this. Take that leap of faith. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. We can have a million thoughts, but if we don't act on them and give them focused and centered attention, they're not going to amount to something in the 3D. We actually have to take a step to solidify it in action. Jump, do it, start talking it up, bring it into the 3D, write it down, get yourself excited, and take that first step, because it's going to pay off. It's going to help you earn finances. It's going to make you feel good. This is normally like ships coming in, but these are her. It's funny, this came up the other day. Her swans are coming in. Success is on its way. Do it. You are now kind of like protected and watched over by your spirit guides and the universe. It's time for you to succeed. It's time for you to stretch your wings and go out, Dreams realized. You're having a kind of awakening that you're like, okay, now I can verify what I want. I'm kind of cycling up. I want to set a good example for myself by exuding a little bit of courage, having receptivity to my new ideas, applying some reason, a little imagination, give it attention, and off it goes. And you're your own dandelion king, right? You're doing it. And how proud is that going to make you to say, I realized a dream? No matter what its size. I want to plant a garden. I did it. I realized a dream. Now that I did that, I think I'm going to start a new website. I did that. What I'm going to try now? I'm going to start a YouTube channel and discuss, how I got here. Do that. It's step after step after step. I'm having the funniest, it's almost like my clock worked in this opposite direction. I had someone go, Melanie, you should be a life coach. And I thought that was so unique, because when I began as a tarot card reader on this channel, I had someone that said, can you teach me what you do and walk me through your day so I can stay as motivated as you and be able to delegate my time? So I started some life coaching. I still have clients from when I began doing that, where I give them monthly guidance. And I was really happy, because one thing, if we have somebody that keeps us centered and motivated, it's awesome. But we have to do that for ourselves at times, right? So have it on a piece of paper. So when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, that's where my focus should be. I shouldn't be Netflix and chilling 24/7. I have a dream, so it needs attention, right? So beautiful energy, group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. I ran a little long, so I'm going to do over on Instagram. I'll do a review of these if you want to come over and see me over there at SparkWest11. And then tomorrow, after tomorrow's video, I'll lay some of the cards down, because if I go over like 25 minutes, it's very hard to upload. So that's you, group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read, if you want to go to my Etsy store and see all my gems that are up here, everything. I made a whole bunch of fun new pieces. The Patreon channel, every single thing is down there, and I love and appreciate you guys so much. So have a great weekend.